Hey there, Papa Ron. How in the world are you, brother?
Ron, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I see we got a lot of people joining us today for our episode of Ripple. All right.
Yeah, you can
We
you
like
can bet
talking
we're gonna
about
get the
Ripple.
old die hard um, decentralized comments again that we're
Okay.
pumping Ripple and XRP and yeah, it's okay. Everybody's got their own opinion, but we're pretty much neutral on all this. It's hey, we're here to try to make money on this and speculate a little bit and people are speculating on Ripple, and when something's positive, I think we ought to share it with them.
I do too. Before we start, though, let's look at this market cap on Ripple and see how much money they're going for anyway. What do you think?
Well, they're what? I have about
There.
69, just under 70 cents on Ripple
That's what I
anyway.
got. That's what I got. Yeah. Yeah, and they're looking at the graph. It looks like it ain't going too far. Hadn't grown too much.
No,
Of course,
Bitcoin's.
nothing. But if you look at the market cap, ain't any of them grown too much. But at least we got some going up on with Bitcoin and stuff. Ethereum.
Yeah, from the last couple days, it's rebounded pretty good. I'd like to see it get over that 9 again, and
I
maybe
like
it'll
to see it
happen.
get up to 19.
Then we will really retire.
You can retire at 19. I have to get more than that, man. I have to
uh,
get something like 150.
1,000.
Yeah, before I can even think about retiring.
It might get there eventually. Who knows? You want me to open this up or anything, or what are you thinking?
Oh no, I was just thinking about going down and looking at this stuff. We've had several times, Ron. I've noticed on our comments, we've had some people ask us about different things. I wrote them down somewhere. Hell, I wish I.
In your Franklin planner?
Yeah, no, just
Right. Now, hold
help
up.
me.
Time out. Time out. I'm going to
Okay,
tell these
okay.
people how you organize yourself. Well, if we could
Well,
take that camera and just quickly zoom the room, we would all be aware of this. Rod buys these little shirt pocket notebooks. What are they? Four
yeah,
for a buck or 10 for a
yeah,
buck
yeah,
or
yeah,
something? Yeah,
right
there
there.
he is.
Yeah,
This is probably just this week's. Okay, what he's showing you there, and then. Yeah, I tell you, and then everything you comment to him or suggest or we talk about, he makes a note in those, those little notebooks, and then so then if the next day comes and says, "Now, Rod, we talked about this," he says, "Oh yeah, I wrote that down." Hang on. It'll take him 40 minutes to find the page he wrote the dang note on.
it's just fun.
It's an absolute nightmare dealing with this guy at times.
Different. I got different colors of notebooks. I got
we,
them all coded. Just I can't remember which ones are coded.
I tell you, man, and he's been doing this for years. So he knows how ridiculous it is. That's why he's laughing harder than I am about it. I mean, we'll open a new wallet or something. I say, all right, write this password down, and then all right, let's get in there, Rod. Get the password. Oh my heck, it's an hour experience trying to find the page you put that password on. All right, we'll move on. I don't know how we always start these videos off by poking fun at Rod. Maybe it's so fun to do. I don't know. He takes it so well, I guess.
It's
He knows
fun.
I love him, man. We have been tight brothers for. He's my for you new folks. He's my wife's brother, and my wife passed away 8 years ago. Rod's about 10 years older than her, but we have been tight ever since I married his sister. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good
Probably
life.
before though, Ron. We met before. You know,
Oh
you
yeah,
married.
before I married her, yeah, yeah. Actually, a couple years before we
Yeah.
were chumming around a little bit in Corpus Christi, Texas. All right, let's get
Oh,
going. They're
boy.
probably sick of this joke and stuff.
Okay, let's get going.
So here's the headline: Ripple wants to invest in startups that can advance XRP.
Oh, that'll be good.
This could be very positive. The more people using XRP, the more that price has got to go up, you'd think. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
by the linguistics of supply and demand or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess he was in Singapore giving a talk.
Who?
Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple,
Oh, okay.
and he made a comment about, hey, we're going to take some of this capital we have and invest it in startup companies or companies that need a little cash infusion that can eventually adopt the XRP platform into their system. And I think
cool.
that was positive stuff. So I guess
Here again, we've got another cryptocurrency that's starting to get into business and can actually be used to start to get mainstream.
yeah, it'll definitely help it. It'll help the whole industry. I mean, it's more name recognition, everything. More about crypto and all that. So I guess Ripple, and I can't remember now if it was the company or Garlinghouse, the CEO, and a couple other guys, but they came up with $25 million, I think back in January, Rod, and invested into this company called Omni Storage.
Omni Storage.
Yeah, basically what that is, and they just made some advancements. It's a storage unit. So, for example, one of their warehouses, I think they have more than one, is in San Francisco, which is Ripple's hometown, and along with Coinbase. And you know the living conditions in San Francisco, it's very small apartments and townhouses. I mean, you know, real estate is so high there that storage or living quarters is a premium.
Yeah.
So they went in there and says, hey, let us store your stuff. You know, if you want to put your bicycles up for the winter or your camping gear or whatever it is, we'll store it for you and we'll deliver it back to you on short notice. Matter of fact, they kind of claim that they're quicker than Amazon. They can have products back to your house, some of your own personal stuff back to you within hours for a $3 charge is all there in San Francisco.
Wow.
I think they have 48 employees, but evidently it's been a huge success. Now, we're talking about how they initially started, which is this storage deal, where we'll store your stuff, your crap for you that you don't need around all the time. So they've had a lot of success on that. And then what they just started doing, and they said, well, wait a minute, folks, we have all your stuff stored here. Why don't we rent it out while we have it? It's just sitting dormant, and we'll split the money 50-50 with Omni and the person that owns the stuff. So if you got a couple bicycles down there, you don't need them, they've been in storage, rent the dang things out. Omni takes care of everything, all the rental. They have insurance on the product. And so that's kind of what this phone app, I think.
Oh, they can even rent tennis shoes, huh?
Yes. Oh, hiking shoes. Hiking boots.
Shoes. Oh, okay.
So that's kind of what the article's saying. He says, you know, if you wanted to go out and buy, I can't remember what they said, but let's say something was $80. Well, you could rent it for the weekend for maybe 20, you know, or a week or something. And evidently this is really catching on. So I think it's an app on the phone. Storage company Omni now lets users share their belongings with friends. Of course, you might not want to do it with every item. There's probably personal items and sentimental items and items that people could abuse and destroy, I guess. But, you know, like a nice camping tent or bicycles, like I said, or a motor scooter, who knows? Yeah. So they've evolved into this storage rental thing, and evidently they're now working towards utilizing XRP into this platform.
Wow, that's interesting.
So maybe it'll force everybody that's renting items or storing items to do all the transactions in XRP, which will force people to get wallets, get XRP, learn about crypto.
Absolutely.
It could be a huge boost to adoption and making people aware, Rod.
Yeah, it could. very well could.
Um, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It is cool. I like this idea that they're trying to put XRP into a little startup business and need a little bit of help. It's already in business.
Yeah, now, folks, if you come to Utah, and Rod will testify to this, we have as many storage units out here as we do homes.
Oh, every time there's an apartment complex go up, there goes up a little storage unit next to it.
Honestly, and we're
It
not
does.
talking, and these apartments are, I don't know, 1,200 square feet and up, but even our homes, most of them have basements, which is a great storage area, and 2 or 3 car garages, all these new homes, but yet this storage unit stuff is just, man, it's just
Yeah.
out there. It's a huge business.
It is.
So if you have your stuff in storage, I like that. Why not rent it out? I mean, what are
Yeah.
you doing with all that stuff? The best thing I ever did when my wife passed away, we had a big storage unit. I went down there and I lined that baby with shelves, and we had so much stuff down there. And our dang home was 4,500 square feet, and we still needed storage.
Well, that's because Theta was really
Oh,
big into Christmas and Halloween and all the holidays, man. She had her stuff.
folks, we'd have to put up 3 Christmas trees in the house for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling, the stuff this woman, and I love her to death. One day we're gonna have to just talk about her on a video because she is something special. Everybody loved Rod's sister, my wife Theta.
Yep.
Everybody
Yep.
loved her. But yeah, so anyway, the best thing I did, I was getting down, is I went down there with one of my sons and a good friend of mine. He says, "Hey, let's just haul this crap to the dump." So I got the truck down there and we just started hauling, man. And we cleaned that baby out. It was done. And haven't missed any of that stuff.
And since then, missed it.
Yeah. And we had, anyway. So I like the idea. And I guess what we're getting at is this could be very positive for XRP. And we're not pumping, rippling We don't even have an XRP coin between the two of us, do we, Rod?
Nope.
Not
Nope.
one. But there are people that are invested in this, and these
There's
things
nothing
are
wrong with that.
no.
'Cause you're
We're
making
all,
money.
yeah. The decentralization is a huge part of this industry, but we're all in it as speculators. And if I think truthfully, you can't say that. No, I'm in it for the decentralization, which we all are. We are, but we're still speculating to make money on this stuff. That's what brought us into it, most of us.
Yeah.
And it's the
right.
same with XRP. These people are trying to better their lives and pay off debt just like all of us. So
Yep.
if they can turn a buck on XRP at this point, I'm all for
More
it.
power. More power to them.
That's right. So I'm sorry if we've offended any of you hardcore decentral guys, but that's the way we look at it. Anyway, what do you think, Rod?
I think that XRP is a good platform for some people.
I agree. Back
And
to you.
I like that XRP is starting to get on these other businesses like this, and starting to show everybody that it's starting to become more and more popular. Yeah, the longer we're into this XRP, I'm not talking about everybody, not XRP, but coin, cryptocurrency, the better that the whole industry will be for all of us that are into it. I'm excited about anything I see new coming out like this. Somebody's expanding.
It's another way that it's used for everyday use.
That's right.
Anyway, and that might change, folks. There might come a time where Ripple might be the evilest thing out there, and Rod and I will maybe chime in on that. But at this point,
Yeah.
well, we're belaboring that. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you folks joining us. It's a short video, but that's okay. And, we don't have to spend too much time. And be sure and give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And God bless.
Thanks, Rod.
You welcome.